What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Uptown Quon, and I'm back with another video, man. Somebody in the comment section asked me to do a mixing tutorial, so I decided to do it. But before we get started, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Help a nigga out, know what I'm saying? But yeah, so before I get started, I do record through hardware plugins, but at the end of the video, for all the UAD users, I'm gonna show y'all what I use and how to emulate it with the UAD plugins. Alright. So this is what we got right here. This is the finished product.
I really don't know. Damn, shorty, I really don't know.
Hey, Trilly.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you? Really, I don't know. I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know. But me.
Alright, that's what we got. So we're gonna start from the beginning. So let me go ahead and take everything off. Alright, so this is the raw version. I'm gonna skip down a little bit.
Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you? Really, I don't know. I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know. But mainly, I've been trying to tell you.
Alright, so first thing first, I can't stress this enough. You have to get a clean recording. I know a lot of people don't have studios to go to. You may be in a open space or your room, whatever. You gotta get something to knock some of them acoustics down. Even if you hang some blankets up, whatever you do, you have to get a good sound from the beginning. So that's the first thing. But okay, so of course, de-esser first. So we're gonna bring the de-esser in, which I'm quite sure everybody know what de-essers do. But I'm gonna show myself.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you?
So what I do, I EQ first. So I'm pulling my EQ. I'm using the 5 filter Pro 3 Q3. Yeah. So I did a little bit of EQing on the way in because I know in my studio 220 that build up a lot. So I take that out on my preamp, which I'm gonna show y'all in the end how to do. And I pulled out a couple resonant frequencies, a little bit of muddiness, and I boost the highs at 10. So this was 4.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me.
And I rolled off on the low end too. So you see, it freed it up a little bit, opened it up. So my next plugin, I do subtractive EQ first, and then I do additive EQ. So I use the SSL channel. I add a little bit of 8K in there. At about, what's that? 1 decibel of 8K. I added almost 2 decibels of 3K. I pulled out a little bit of 1K, 1 decibel, and I ain't mess with the lows, and I ain't mess with the dynamics over here neither. So just before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know.
A little bit. Now I go into my compression. So the compressor I use CL1B from UAD, and it's a little glitch on it too, but y'all can copy my settings. And my first compressor, of course I wanna cause I did do compression going on the way in, so of course I wanna squeeze it a little bit, but my first compressor is basically for tone. So just before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you?
So that brought it forward a little bit. Then I use another compressor, the LA2A, and my goal with this compressor is to glue things together to make the music and excuse me, to make the music and the artist one. Just before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you? I really don't know.
Of gain reduction, and I know it felt like it sunk a little bit, but I'm gonna show you guys how to bring it back out. So my next plugin after that is I use a Nls Bus Channel, and my goal for this, cause this is like basically emulating the boards with analog summon. So I get a little bit of wideness from this. So I boost it to about 4.2 of the drive, and it just widen it up a bit. So before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you?
So that's what that's doing. Then we got a J37 Tape Emulation, and this is I'm gonna keep it a band. It's not doing a lot. It's very subtle, and you gotta listen real hard to hear it. But it's giving it a bit of saturation, because I do use outboard gear, so I just want a little bit more. Before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you?
Open it up a bit more. Then I use another compressor, the RVOS, and this is how I'm bringing it back forward.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you?
And you guys see, it's still not on top of the music yet, but we almost there. So then I use a multi-band compressor, just to control some stuff.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really love you?
Just to tighten the vocal up a bit more. And then the last plugin is a Pro De-esser from Fab Filter, just to grab the rest of the S's. So before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I really.
Okay, now the fun part. So how I bring it back where it need to be, parallel compression. So this before the parallel compression.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do.
See, it brought it back up. Then I use of course we got some reverb. I'm gonna go to that channel and show y'all guys what it is. So before.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you?
Gave it some space, and I used the Valhalla Vintage verb, and I do use a bit of math to get these numbers right here, because these numbers are important. And I know it's you can type in on Google reverb calculator and it'll pop up, and with your pre-delay it'll be a long number, but it pretty much will look like this. So you type that in like that, and I know with your decay it's gonna be some numbers. It's gonna be a lot of numbers, and you gotta move the decibel over to make it 3 numbers and pop out like that. So based on them first 3 numbers, 497, type in 4.97, you got it. Then I did a high pass and a low pass on my reverb. Deduct some of the muddiness and all that. Then I did an S1 imager to widen it up a bit. Alright. And then my delays. I did a quarter note delay. It's not up.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really.
Just to get a vocal a bit of movement. And on that channel, I use the H delay, quarter note, of course, always click host, so it'll match with your BPM. And I add reverb to it, and then I add a doubler to it. And I'm gonna show you why I did that. And I have another delay channel with the same delay and the reverb up there, cause I use throws too, and I'm gonna show you how to set the throws up. Oh, and I forgot, to get a bit more wideness, I put a doubler on it too. So this is a doubler, this before the doubler.
You ask me, do I love you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I really trust you? I really don't know. Ask me, do I wanna see you? Really, I don't know. Ask me, do I...
Give it a bit more space. All right, now the throws. I do the throws the easy way, where I just make a new track, and whatever I want to throw on, I just cut the word and then I drop it down. And then on that channel, I have, that's where the doubler and the reverb is at. So I can make one words repeat and add some reverb to it. You know, delay throws, reverb throws.
Ask me, do I really love you? Really, I don't know. I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know. But mainly I've been trying to tell you how I'm feeling. Cause lately you been...
Alrighty, and that's about it for that. It's a quick video, not gonna hold y'all guys up long. Just somebody want to see that. If there's anything else y'all want to see, please let me know. Drop it in the comments, or you can follow me on Instagram at uptown quon. And feel free to DM me, man. Any questions y'all got, if I can help y'all, I will. So now, let me show y'all the vocal chain. So I go through a Heritage Audio 73, which is a clone, the best clone of a 1073. And then I have a Distressor. I go into my Distressor. So I'm gonna show y'all the settings that I use for that particular song. Damn, I can't. Okay, so I push my input gain to about 40. What's the line level? It ain't gonna work. Hold on. Let me move this around. But you do know, put it in unison. It just gotta be like this because the way I got it set up. So I push my, it won't let me do it. Long story short, I had my input gain at 40. And my input gain at 40, and I boosted. No, I cut a little bit of 220 because my build up in my room. So just maybe 1 or 2 decibels. Of course, click the EQ. And I rolled off to 80. And with this, my overall goal is to get to -18, -12. So that's the first thing I do. Once I hit that, boom, I go into the Distressor. But I got a real Distressor. Where's the Distressor? There we go. So into my Distressor, my settings were 2-to-1, and I want about 2 decibels of gain reduction. So about 2. If you go to 3, we good. 4, alright, you pushing it a little bit, control it a bit more. And my input, I think I went 6. Well, just push your input until you see 2 decibels of gain reduction. But I know my release was kind of fast, and then I just gain matched it back to -18. So once I did that, it was good to go. So I appreciate y'all for listening to me. I hope I helped somebody out, man. Like I said, if y'all got any questions, man, hit me up on Instagram at uptown quon. Peace.